Hi, folks! The Filipina P here, and welcome to another Christmas special. I hope you're having a great weekend wherever you are, surrounded by loved ones with smiling faces and plenty of holiday cheer. For many people, this is the happiest time of the year, but not everyone's so fortunate. And as most of you know, I make it my mission to find people who had a lousy year and need a little extra help. The Philippines has had more than its share of natural disasters this year. And just recently, the East Coast got pounded by Super Typhoon Kalmaegi, which destroyed the homes, devastated the crops, and ruined the lives of many Filipinos in its path. Entire villages were left without food and without hope, at the very time when much of the world was celebrating. There's a remote indigenous tribe called the Mamanwa, some of whom live on the island of Samar, which got mercilessly pounded by the rains and wind of Typhoon Kalmaegi. Their village took severe damage and their life-sustaining rice crop was washed away, leaving the Mamanwa with little to eat. But it just so happens that Santa has a long reach, and I have a feeling that help is on the way. Now, the Mamanwa have their own culture and their own traditions, so I contacted the tribal elders to make sure it was okay to pay him a visit. As it turns out, they know all about Christmas, but they rarely have the means to celebrate, especially this year. Now, since I can't make it to the island of Samar in person this year, I've enlisted the help of my little brother Chan, who's gonna lead the expedition. But first, he needs to round up a truckload of supplies.
Hi guys, it's Shen again, and today I'm with my friends. So we're going to the mall to procure goods and specifically Christmas food packs, toys for the children. These simple items can make a huge difference despite of the damage caused by the Super Typhoon Kalmaegi. So come and join us.
So this is always my favorite part of the process, buying toys for the kids. A lot of children in the Philippines have never had a toy before, at least not one of their very own, and Chan has instructions to buy a bunch of them. We're not exactly sure how many children there are in the village, so it's better to have too many than too few. And nothing would make me happier than a sea of smiling faces.
This is gonna be so exciting because I've seen a lot of varieties of toys here. Christmas is not about necessities, but also a way to give back to the community, to spread love and the blessings that we receive each day. So I grew up in a not so very fortunate family, and even my parents can't afford to buy new toys for me. And yeah, but now it is so heartwarming that we get to provide something for the kids and to the people through the Filipina P channel. So we extend our gratitude to you guys for continuously supporting the channel and its endeavor.
But getting toys is only part of it. Nothing says Christmas in the Philippines more than food. And if you can't offer your neighbors a nice holiday meal, then it doesn't really feel like Christmas. And we got exactly what every Filipino craves, like sardines, corned beef, spaghetti, cheese, and canned meatloaf. Okay, I know that sounds gross, but it's kind of like spam, which might also sound gross, but it's actually a treat here. We also got coffee and soap and toothpaste and every necessity we could think of.
Hi folks, time check. It's already 7:22 p.m. here and we're done with our procurement of goods for our Mamanwa brothers and sisters in Samar. And just so you know, we're able to buy rice packs for them and also essential goods for their daily use. We also bought food packages for their Christmas Eve and toys for the kids.
But the next morning, when it was time to load up the trucks and head to the island of Samar, the weather once again turned ugly. Dark skies and constant rain threatened to ruin the expedition, but there was no other choice but to push ahead. It's almost impossible to reschedule a complicated shoot like this, especially when you've got a 9-man crew, 2 rented trucks, and 50 home-cooked meals that are still warm, so they just stuck with the plan. We had to be really careful with the rice though, because if it gets wet, it's ruined. So they wrapped it inside several layers of plastic. Let's just hope there aren't any leaks because it was really starting to pour. This day wasn't starting out very well, and the mood amongst the crew was somber. The rain intensified all the way to the island, even as they crossed the final bridge to Samar. It was looking like they'd need a little divine intervention, and that's exactly what they've got. Almost on cue, the clouds parted and the rain stopped. They parked the vehicles as close to the village as they could get, and after changing into their costumes, they started the long hike up the mountain. The ground was muddy and there was only a suggestion of a trail, but they finally came to a few buildings that were missing a roof or a wall or both. But there weren't any villagers, and the place looked completely abandoned. They'd never been there before, so they started to wonder if they'd gotten lost. But if Santa can find every single chimney in a single night, surely he can find an entire village of Mamanwa. So they pressed on into the gloom and the fog. Finally, they saw signs of life, and after crossing a little footbridge, there they were. The village was remote and almost seemed frozen in time, tucked away from the rest of civilization as the world went on without it. People weaved baskets inside their simple huts to sell at the local markets, just like they'd done for centuries, by passing down their craft from generation to generation. This was the only life they knew.
These baskets are made of rattan. They call it rattan, and then they're peeling it off and then weave it. They have variety of baskets here. They have also baskets, like huge baskets for fruits and vegetables. They're selling it in the market, and they're selling it for like $5 US. So when you try to visit in a wet market, you'll find these baskets. So it starts from here, and then they transport it to the city, and then sell it at the market. Right. So this is the example of the huge basket that they're doing. They're making. So they're trying to weave it and form it into a basket. So as you can see, guys, some of the houses here are damaged, caused by the frequent calamities. So recently we have experienced earthquakes and frequent typhoons, and now we're experiencing tropical depression actually. So yeah, as you can see, their houses are kind of made of woods, and yeah, and also they don't have electricity here, so they have that solar panel there as their source of light, and also they have radios, but and also no signal here, so it's very secluded here. So this is the example of their house that is made of woods, and their roof is made of a makeshift anahaw leaves, which is our national leaf, national leaf, right? So yeah, as you can see, it's actually new, because I think it was damaged by the typhoon or any calamities. But yeah, this is the roofing. Right, so aside from weaving, one of the primary source of living of the Mamanwa group is raising livestock. So as you can see, there's a cage, there's some chickens here, and also they are known for farming. So yeah, if we go in this area, you'll see root crops such as cassava, sweet potato. They also have bananas, guyabano, and yeah, we also have pineapples here. We're gonna distribute this food packs and our gifts for them, and also do a quick chit chat of their lives and how they celebrate Christmas. So come on. Hello. Merry Christmas. We're very sorry. It's raining. Yeah, come here, bebe. We have decided to visit first the tribal leader. Hi ate, good afternoon. What is your name?
Maupay nga ako po si Jennifer Cabadonga, isang tribal leader han among grupo.
Ate Jennifer and Kuya.
Si Vienna.
Alright, so once again, good afternoon po ate. So, we were visited by countless calamities such as typhoons, earthquakes recently. So, are you prepared or are you ready for this, for the celebration of the Christmas despite of the countless calamities nga nangyari palangani?
Para haamon kung suga dito may mga balita nga magbaragyo tapos magparasko. Inin magaandam lagi hapon kami samtang kaya pa namon nga magtrabaho para pag-andam tapos kung makusog na ithangin magandam liluwat kami han amon siptihan. Tungod nga harayo kami han bakwitan maghihimo na la kami dinihan payag-payag nga masipti kami.
So, about livelihood, kuya naman, about livelihood, what, ano pong pinapagkaabalahan niyo yan na? Like, do you have work?
Sagaran adto la ko uma. So pero danay liwat may da sideline nga may da napakanhi nga nagsusuhol pag haras o kaya pag panakan lubi. Di simpre na sideline liwat ako kay para makapaitan pan asin naman la.
How is it feel that some of your crops were destroyed by the, for example, a typhoon?
Simpre gad makuri pag simpre may abot nga nga bagyo. Iton ni kami nga mga lalaki kasi iton aditon amon isip nga simpre igliligtas gud iton amon mga pamilya. Labi na iton may mga anak. Kasugay iton maura na. Di na talaga ito kaya namon iligtas kun samtang ada na iton nga traidya. So samtang waray pa na nagkaning kamot ta kami nga may namon makadtuan nga madigon. Bisan lagot ay basta marigon nga payag naman la.
One last question, since today we're celebrating Christmas, what is your wish po this Christmas?
Para ha akon ano isko sinaot na ang Ginoo nga maggabay ha atong kinabuhi nga tanan nga hatagang kitahan maupay nga panlawas nga dahan tikang haya na nga December nga dahan New Year nga amula. Salamat ha Ginoo.
Thank you, ate. We brought Noche Buena package and we also have here, this is the Noche Buena package and that includes also some of the necessities for everyday use. So we have coffee, we have your basic necessities in everyday. So yeah, also there's a spaghetti package and also we're giving you 10 sacks of rice. So yeah, and also since electricity is also of the one of the concern here, we are giving you this solar floodlight. Opo. Thank you so much po. Also, you mentioned that you have a nephew. So a niece, sorry. Yeah, we are giving you this school supply for him. Thank you so much. Ate, Merry Christmas po.
Merry Christmas din and Happy New Year to all.
Maupay.
Maupay na kulog.
Maupay nga kulog. Good afternoon, nanay. Hello po. Merry Christmas. Hello po. Nanay. Sorry. Okay. Pwede ba kami sumulod? Timo balay?
Munting bahay.
Munting bahay ni kuya.
Pay nga kulo pa iyo nga ani ka mo. Maupay nga ani ka mo kay kadak kami din ni damo ta pagtugo ta iyo nga kamo nakasulog kamo nga din kalkuang giyaan kamo na Ginoo nga papakadiaan kamo.
Ano man ngaran nay?
Lorna Obiena.
So nanay, how many years are you staying here in this area?
Hana mo pagabot nga di waray pa Yolanda. Pero mila kami nakadiabukid kay among pagkabuhi asya gudla ini. Tanhimon banig, basket, porceras, mga kaing asa mga gudla ini anamon ini. Asa gudla ini anamon kabuhi din he.
So nanay, how many are you staying here in the house? Mga pera kamo kabugos din niya ba?
Mga napulo din he.
Mga napulo.
Oo.
So there are actually 10 people staying in this house. So we have here this kids. And are you with your husband, nanay? Di po ni masawa?
Aray na.
Wala ka na asa.
Aray na. Mga apo ko nala.
Okay, so she's staying with, do you have son and daughter? Your kids? May anak po ka mo?
Oo.
Pera po.
Doha.
She has two kids, and some of the people staying in this house are her nephews and nieces. So nanay, how are you able to survive despite of the limited space in your house? So kaya paano ka mo nakaka-survive po din hinga may na kamo 10 people and also limited la po iti espasyo.
Kami din nagbuburoblig na gala kami. It maakuan na sadang na magtrabaho. Nagbuburoblig na lakay. Kung sa laliwatan mag-iis, maluya man. Nagbuburoblig.
So how many people are working? Pira katawot na trabaho din ito?
Tolo. O kang mga gudti pa man.
What is Christmas for you? Ano ba it Christmas or ano ba Pasko haimo?
Pasko haamon, may da ngani, nagpapasko kami. Bagas may tuman ngani nga waray. Utang, nga pagsunod Pasko. Damo nga salamat. Haiyo nga kumadiha amon nagbulig haamon.
Merry Christmas, nanay.
Yung New Year.
Thank you. So nanay can kala ito nay, waray kuan. So, dawa nga salamat po gihapon han pag-accept. Thank you so much for accepting us here. So we have something for you. And for the kids, meron po tayong we have school materials. So come here. Tayo yung mga baby. Learning kits. Ito. Ayan pa yung baby. Hey baby, come here. So, hopefully, sunod namon nga pagbalik din mga honor student, mga tapos na kamo ha, na mga Mamanwa IPs. And also, we have toys for you. Ate, meron po kaming sorry nakuan na dahil sa ulan. We have badminton na para makamulay kamo, and also this one. And for the babies, yeah, we also have babies here. 2 babies, 2 babies here. So, yan. For the babies, yes. Yan. May na po kamo Noche Buena package. Pwede na po kita mag-celebrate this Christmas. So, yeah. Once again, Merry Christmas, baby. You do well in school, okay? Nice? Nice? Nice. Sige. Thank you and have a great day. Bye-bye. Bye-bye kita. Bye-bye. Now we're done with the distribution of the kits and the Christmas package and also the toys for the kids. We have invited the families for a small feast, and yeah, of course, we have prepared foods for them. And the most exciting part is the games for the kids, because this is the true essence of Christmas.
Yes, Michelle, congratulations! Picture lang na, Didi. Sugar Raisel, sugar. Tawa. Hooray! Happy! Hooray!
And then it was time for the feast. People lined up to fill their plates. And wow, the Mamanwa sure can eat. Some people came back for seconds, and not a single belly went empty. We fed the entire village, and it was probably the most food they'd seen in years. Needless to say, the feast was a big hit, and there wasn't a scrap of food left over. Like I said before, every Filipino gathering is centered around food, and there's no such thing as a proper Christmas without a good feast. And after it started to get dark, even more people showed up, looking for food and toys. Good thing we got extra, because as it turned out, we needed every single toy we bought. And we gave the kids here a day they'll never forget, which is exactly what I was hoping for. I think it'll be a long time before the villagers forget Santa Chan and his elven accomplices. And as the evening came to a close, the Mamanwa wanted to thank us with a traditional tribal dance.
Right, thank you so much for that performance coming from our Mamanwa brothers and sisters. Once again, Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Ate, thank you so much for being welcome and also for accepting us here. So since you mentioned your root crops and your properties were destroyed by the super typhoon, we have procured sacks of rice for you. So you'll be the one to distribute. As tribe leader, you'll be the one to distribute it to every household. Ate, ha? So once again, Ate, thank you and Merry Christmas.
Salamat
Thank
gihapon
you.
na niyo bulig haamon. Happy New Year and a Happy Merry Christmas.
Happy
and
Merry
Happy New
Christmas.
Year.
Tikang Hamamanwa Tribe, damo nga salamat hat the Filipina P Channel. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year!
Well, little brother, I don't think I could have done a better job myself. Thanks to you, Christmas made it to the Mamanwa, and the Filipino P Channel once again spread its blessings across the Philippines. Thank your friends for all their help, and tell Mom I'll be coming home real soon. And for you folks, thanks for joining us on this very special weekend and for helping my channel succeed with all your love and support. Now go enjoy some time with your loved ones, and I'll be back on Tuesday with something new. Till then, folks.